Welcome to Flying Smoke. Today we're going to do another head-to-head. We're going to shoot B&B Char-Logs versus Kingsford long burn. It says right on the bag, burns 40% longer. Will they beat the Char-Logs? I guess you're going to have to stay tuned to find out. And if it works, and I'm throwing myself under the bus, I can feel it. If it works, I'm going to cook on these coals hours, not minutes, hours later. Y'all stay tuned. Today, we're going to do another charcoal head-to-head. It is going to be B&B competition Char-Logs, which when I did a video on them last week, I found that they burned for a long time, and I thought, these are supposed to burn for a long time. Which one's better? I have no idea. I have never tried these. I have a good idea how these are going to do, but what better to do than, well, film it for posterity, and you guys get to see some results. Okay, I'm gonna walk around here. I'll edit it out so it looks cool. I'll show you what we're looking at. These are the two charcoals we're comparing. These are the B&B Char-Logs. They're logs, and these are Kingsford long burning. I'm not gonna show you, but it's the standard for every video. Go back and watch more videos. You should do that anyway. Now I'm going to start this timer, even though this is for a long burn. So I'm going to have to show you something else. It is September 2nd. As I said, this is not necessarily an SCA type cook or setup, but let's say it could be. You could be on a double and you want to see which one of these babies is going to cook for the whole cook, which turns at 1 o'clock for the first steak, 3 o'clock for the second steak. You may have to put more charcoal on. So we're going to give Kingsford, the new kid on the block, the light off first. 3, 4, 5. And the contender, because it's the only one I've used, B&B. 3, 4, 5. Now, if predictions serve me correctly, and these burn like any other Kingsford I've ever tried, smoke within the next 2 to 3 minutes, maybe sooner, is just going to start rolling off these things. For those of you who watched my videos before, you're going to notice something that happens every time I've used Kingsford. And I know they're sitting right next to each other, but certainly against the red shirt, you can see that that's about, let's go with a southern term, umpteen times the smoke. B&B is burning relatively clean. There's this light smoke coming off it. And I know you don't have smell-o-vision, but that has a heavy, heavy, heavy oaky wood smell with, well, I assume that's what it is. This smells like charcoal. This don't smell like nothing. And because the Char-Logs are bigger, I'm already seeing a little bit of flame lapping up here. Not so much on the Kingsford, but they're smaller, so it's that chimney's packed more densely. And I've got the bags here and here, and I will keep the charcoal here and here, and we'll just see how it goes. And we'll come back in when they're about 15 minutes in and see where we're at. 15 minutes, 36 seconds in. No smoke. And I mean no smoke. The only thing you can see coming off these is a little bit. These still smoking, but, and I don't know if you can see it from there, these still at the tip top. And remember, I overfilled just a little bit because I couldn't get them smashed, so I overfilled these. These have already started to drop. They've dropped. They were even, so just a little hill on them. 28 minutes in. They're both pretty close being ready to drop. These they're ready to drop right now, but we're gonna give them till 30. And we're gonna do them both at 30. Well, let's take a look at the difference. These in the center have dropped almost 2 inches. These still at the top, and these are further along. They're all the way ashed over, just a little on the top. These, pretty close. They're at 29 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll drop them at 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes. So, I don't know which one I'm gonna drop first. I guess I'll drop the big ones first. Here we go. And here goes the Kingsford. Okay. Okay, there they are. On goes the grill grate. There. I'll stop it, recenter it, and start. I'm going to use Crisco today. Just going to give them a coat. So, I'm going to come, we're going to keep going, see what they look like at 10 minutes. We'll close the lid. We'll come back in an hour, see what they're looking like. But at about 6 o'clock tonight, I'm going to try and put hamburgers on. That's almost 3 hours after I've dropped these coals. 3 hours. To see, sometimes you do a barbecue in your backyard, and it's not the barbecue like we use in the South, but you have your grill on, and you're cooking hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, whatever for your family. And Lord, I know this never happens to us, but people show up late. More people come in that you thought were going to be there. Maybe your food wasn't ready on time. Whatever. You don't want to have to add more charcoal, wait for it to get up to temperature and all that other stuff. You throw this stuff on, you can cook for hours later. I suspect that'll be true. My wife asked a question when we were off camera a minute ago. She said, would you really want to go this hot if you had chicken and stuff like that? No, actually, you could just use one chimney and maybe spread it all out, or even better, put it on one side and you can do what's called a dual zone cooking. In fact, you can manipulate the PK. Go to pk.com, look them up. You can actually use it like a smoker. You can use it as a dual zone cooker. So this long oval shape is actually quite useful. There are other grills, I've seen this with the PK360, obviously. Primo makes a grill that's like that. It's long, it's oval, rather than being round. You can do dual zone and around, but this just makes more sense. Put a chimney full of charcoal here, and this side of the grill is direct heat. That side of the grill is indirect heat, and I've even seen people take it a step further and put like a small pan in there, a water pan, drip pan, something like that, to keep this side cooler. So then you can put your chicken on here, because everybody knows when you put chicken breasts on hot fire, one side of the chicken, the skinny side, will get really, really crispy, and the other side will still pink on the inside. So if you do an indirect cook, you can get the chicken, the internal temperature up without, killing it, and then you can put your crispy on the outside at the very end. Dual zone cooking, 9 minutes. This is about a minute before I close the lid in competition. Kingsford side, 750. This side, 714. Both of these obviously are perfect for SCA cooking. This is about as hot as I like to get the grill. 9 minutes and 36 seconds in, as all of you that follow me know. And for you new folks, here's a tidbit. At 10 minutes, I know these grates are hot. The extra 10 minutes after I drop the charcoal allows all the coals to get really, really hot. Then, I want to get my lid hot too, because then it's like an outdoor oven or a portable kitchen. Well, maybe they should call the grill company PK. They do. We're coming up on 3 o'clock. 1452 on September 2nd. We're going to come back at about 4 o'clock, which will be an hour and change in, about an hour and 10 minutes in, but it's a nice round number. At 4 o'clock, we'll come back, test the center of the grates, see how they're holding up. We'll do it again at 5 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, hopefully it works, we're going to cook on them. Don't go anywhere. Bam! 4 o'clock. It's been a little over an hour. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I have not touched this, and we're now going to shoot the grill, see where we're at. It is hot, I can feel it. B&B Kingsford. Let's do the Kingsford first. Center of the grill. 690. Center of the grill. 635. So it's about 30 degrees difference in temperature. And we're an hour in. We'll come back at 5 o'clock and see where they're still at. Night for now. Bye for now. But stay tuned. Mic test. Boom. 5 o'clock. This stuff's been running for a while now. Let's see what we got. The lid is still really hot. All right. Well, the temperature's normalizing now. The lid's open. 588. 584. Within 4 degrees. Or 5 degrees. Do the math. Send me a note. All right. Putting you back to sleep, boys. We'll be back at 6 o'clock. We'll check on the temperatures. Do a little cooking. And remember, we lit these off around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Time I dropped them was around 2:30, 2:45. And we came back at 4 o'clock and now 5 o'clock. They're holding right at around 600 degrees. That's impressive. That's an all-day cook. You could cook at an SCA event and turn it in, a 1 o'clock turn in, and 2 hours later you go, you're still good to go. But let's see what they're like at 6 o'clock. Who knows? This is looking like both of them are really good. Stay tuned. Bam! Let's see what we got. Kingsford side. Give it a second. There. Kingsford. $5.50. But this is the thing. This stuff has been going for hours. And now the guests have finally arrived. The hamburgers. And I'm going to cook on them. Simple prep. A little spray to brighten your day. Da, da, da. Now remember, the lid's still hot, so it's like an oven. So I've got 2 bison burgers and 2 regular burgers. Cook them on. Well, sizzling. I'm going to do the bison burgers on top of the B&B. And we're going to do the regular burgers on top of the Kingsford. Keep watching. See how we do. Cooking, baby. Give them each quarter turn. Backing up. You know, I'm doing this without a net, right? All right, let's take the temps. These are thinner. These are going to be done quicker. Then we're going to give them a flip. Oops. Guys and gals, we're approaching what? What time is it now? Oops. Can you see that? If not, I'll walk it over to you. Yeah. Almost 6:15. Let's see how we're doing. Check the temps. 145, 144, 162, 165. That one will coast. We're ready to pull these 2 off it. More people just showed up. Guess we better throw some jalapeno poppers on that just in case. Sizzle. Now, I made the mistake earlier when I made these poppers that I did not use gloves while I was cleaning the veins out with just a plastic spoon. Rubbed my eyes an hour later. Still hot. This is just cream cheese, a little bit of steak seasoning. Oop, come here, you rascal. There we go. Cream cheese with a little bit of steak seasoning and green onion. Well, let me get rid of this glove here. No glove, no love. These first two are ready to come off. Don't worry, I'll bring them up. These grill grate spatulas are great because they go down in between and you can just pull your poppers. First two are done. After hours, you can have this stuff going all day. 6:21. I'm amazed. They're almost done. Well, drive on over, the stuff will still be hot. I can cook for you when you get here. This should be done. Yep. 168. Food safety is important. Boom. 2 bison burgers. Flying smoke approved. Poppers are ready. That's how precise you can be with these grill grate spatulas. Voila. Flying smoke approved. Cheese poppers. Just make sure you wear gloves. When I was doing this earlier, I didn't wear gloves when I was cleaning them, and it must have had a little oil on a fingernail. Rub your eye, you're gonna cry. All right, kids, this final tip you get for free. Yes, there's going to be soot and stuff and whatever left over from the burgers and anything, cheese in this case, from the poppers. So here's a neat trick on cleaning your grill grates. You gotta wear welding gloves, or really good gloves at the same time. Let that sit like that, wide open. It'll burn off any residue. That, as they call it, is a result. And until later on, I actually thought this came out to be a tie. When I flipped over the grill grates to get them to clean, I noticed something, but I didn't say anything because, well, my wife wanted to eat. So did I. I noticed that the Kingsford was almost gone. And the B&B side still had Char-Logs that were still red hot. We ate, cleaned up, did dishes, and I went back out and I was like, no way, there's still coals. Way! I did 2 more pictures. I did one at just around 8 o'clock, and I'll put that up now. And I did one at 9 o'clock. Now, anybody wants to go all the way back and rewind, you can, but I will just tell you this. We lit these coals off just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At 9 o'clock, there were still coals red hot on the B&B side. Granted, there were not a lot, but the Kingsford was gone. It was dust. The B&B still had Char-Logs that were burning. You had to add some to cook on them, but then again, how many of you can say that you can cook on briquettes for 7 hours? I had that inkling when I did the shoot the last time that the B&B Char-Logs were the long burn. Wow. Kingsford, not too shabby. Actually, of all the Kingsford brands I've tried, these long burn briquettes were the best. But the clear winner, B&B Char-Logs. Here's their picture. So go on out and buy some. I am not sponsored by these guys, either teams, but you know, next year. If you like what you see, subscribe. Smash that like button. Let us know what you think. Helps us put out new videos, keeps our channel alive and brewing. Or smoking. That'd be better. Well, like smoke, you know. We got lots more videos coming your way. The Steak World Championship in Fort Worth is coming up. Lots happening. Stick with us. And thank you, everyone. Everybody that subscribed, again, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.